Yoo-hoo! And thanks for tuning in to, yet again, another awful movie review.
Well, what have I done now? Who wants me fired this time?
Being pain-stricken, broke, and addicted to morphine, horror legend Bela Lugosi's final years didn't end in glory at all. And while some of his worst movies were the notorious Ed Wood productions before he passed away, during his long-running acting career, Lugosi had other gum which annoyingly stuck to his shoes. And this is the case with Poverty Row's The Devil Bat.
I can't say that I blame you.
It's not one of Bela's finer moments, even if he does add a little bit of seasoning to this otherwise bland and flat movie.
Why, that's nice of you, and I appreciate it.
Just knowing that the studio which produced this dud was nicknamed Poverty Row tells you all you need to know about the upcoming motion picture. But just before I flap my wings and suck the blood out of this, if there's a bad movie you'd like me to review, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know your thoughts and feelings on The Devil Bat.
Don't take no for an answer.
Lugosi did what he did best, and plays a shadowy scientist who specializes in perfumes and shaving lotions.
Soothing, isn't it?
But who would have ever guessed that, when no one is looking, he puts on his mad scientist disguise and cooks up something much more dangerous and wicked than shaving lotion.
He's the last man in this town that would harm anyone. Why, everybody loves him.
Using some kind of hocus-pocus science which is never explained, he creates an oversized bat which he uses to kill the family members who own the company he works for. The Devil Bat hates the smell of the new lotion the doctor developed, and so he rubs it onto his unsuspecting enemies, and that's when the deadly creature strikes. Oh, I love you, my little rubber bat. I can't help but feel the bat sounds more like a monkey when flying. It actually looks decent when it's flapping its wings through the air, although it's a bit goofy when it lands on people, and I can't help but feel that the whole bat thing is like a throwback to Dracula. I can understand that the guy's pissed because his business partners got rich off the formula he developed, but in the end the doctor just made a very bad business decision, and now he's the one who wants payback? Why not just ask them for more money, or renew the contract? Sounds less tiring than creating a monster bat to kill them.
Maybe you've been working too hard on this case, Johnny.
But that's not even the half of it, because there's more.
I've arrived at the conclusion that the creature is the lone survivor of a type of giant bat which existed in great numbers during the early part of the Neolithic age.
Shoot first and ask questions never, because if you're wondering how the doctor was able to turn a normal bat into a prehistoric creature extinct for thousands of years, you will not get an answer, my friend.
There's you're barking up the wrong tree, Johnny.
As wildly crazy as the story may be, you can only expect so much from a 1940s science fiction horror B-movie. Problem is, there's not a lot going on. Apart from Bela's memorable appearance, the rest of the actors are pretty stale and forgettable. I couldn't even remember any of their names.
There's nothing I can do.
Dave O'Brien, who previously gave a masterful performance in the one and only classic Reefer Madness, plays a journalist who, with his trusty sidekick, will stop at nothing to uncover the truth about the Devil Bat, even if that means being fired by their boss for professional misconduct.
We're gonna stay here till we catch that bat, and when we do, I'm gonna bring it in and stuff it down your throat.
And creating an elaborate hoax to gain some quick fame and scare the townsfolk to hell, or cringe in fear like the newspaper says. And of course, these two aren't going to miss out on the opportunity to try and seduce the local women around the town while they're at it. His partner even takes a moment to shoot some sexy pictures with the French maid. So much for a serious investigation.
Say, have you ever had a date with a girl?
I really hope taxpayer money wasn't financing their salaries.
Oh, stop crabbing. We're supposed to solve a murder.
The fact that these two were a comedy duo brings an inconsistent tone to the story, because this is supposed to be a horror movie and a serious one, but it's full of little moments where these two are just goofing around being clowns, and the so-called humor is not funny and feels really out of place.
Well, I had no idea you felt that way.
Legend has it this film was quite successful amongst Poverty Row moviegoers back then. So much that the studio actually thought it was a good idea to remake it 6 years later, under the title The Flying Serpent, which I reviewed a long time ago. And let me tell you, it's even worse.
Of course, you were quite right.
Yeah, honestly, it's not every day I say such a thing, but there's worse out there than the Devil Bat.
Oh, what a shame.
But even so, The characters are weak, the effects can be very stagey, and the pacing is pretty slow and dull. So yeah, this is a very stupid film. What an awful movie.